Hey everybody, Alan with Rolling Through History here. I just want to give you a quick rundown on our first tutorial of how to just get the day started with this, okay? Uh, Remember with this game, it's going to take a few days or more, a couple of weeks, depending on how often and how long you play each time. It's kind of an in-between thing when your kids are not wanting to pay attention, not wanting to do something. We've all had those days with our kids in homeschool. This is to kind of break that monotony and get them out of it. So the first thing that we have here is our player sheet. So at the very beginning of your game, every kid is going to, or player is going to pick one of these. And when they get it, they are going to mark down what they need. So I'm going to mark down to start every game. You will start with 45 days worth of food. Now that's at the very beginning, day one. They get 45 days before they leave. Okay. So after they mark that down, you have your progress tracker until you get a full day's travel in. You won't do that, but you can either go 1 day of travel or 1.5 days, just depending on how well they're doing or how bad they're doing. They can mark this to what they need. Then in your inventory, you'll go ahead and fill it in, and everybody starts with a wheel and a axle. Okay, so that's what they will start with. Now, obviously, I wrote it kind of sideways and a little crazy there because I was upside down, but you can keep it small, and I would recommend trying to get them to write as small as they can on their inventory because they're going to wind up with a lot more by the end of the game. So the next thing they're going to need to start the game is a player token. So this is who they're going to use on their battle map each time. You can let them decide each time if they want somebody different, or you can just tell them, you pick one, and then you can throw it in their dice bag, and they'll know that that's their person every single time, however you want to do it. Then everybody will need a set of dice. And this should come with everything they need. Really, the most important ones that they're going to use every time is that one. That's your 20-sided dice. It's used for almost all of their checks, all the rolls, their daily rolls. That's what they're going to need for that. That's what they're going to use if they're in a combat and they're using like a firearm or something like that. And then this triangle here is a 4-sided, and it's what they're going to use if they're, trying to use a knife in a fight, or even just fighting with their fists or something like that. If they're doing that in the game, then they're going to need to use this one. And then the last two that they're really going to need are these. And these are your percentile dice, and that's how we check for sickness. We'll give an overview of how each one of these is used in another video, but that's just a quick rundown of how to get your game kind of started here, okay? The very first thing the narrator will have to do is he'll come in, and there's a prologue in the book. You're going to read that prologue to them, and it's on their progress tracker too. It'll show you day one prologue. You'll read that to them before they set off. So that should be a quick overview of how to just get them going. And then we'll get you in the next one, and we'll probably talk about rolling a little bit on that one, give you a heads up on how to do that. Thank you.